There's Jeff, who was the hero to push it to this game with that goal with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, it's all heart, it's all spirit. It's long, long hours and months of practice as now we see the teams lining up to offer congratulations. They know each other well. They've played youth hockey together. They come up through the junior grades and into high school. Faced each other 10 times this season. They know and respect one another very well.
Absolutely. The teams have played together on all-star teams, of course. What a series. You know, they'll remember this for so long. To push it to 5 games. There have been 5-game series in the past, but not in a championship series. The cheerleaders love it. Bill Belisle, victorious once again.
Tremendous showing here by Mount St. Charles this afternoon. After a scoreless first period, really the offense didn't click for anybody. They broke through in the second period with 3 goals. Tough penalties for Hendricken, but they were good calls. And we see Dave Belisle celebrating and congratulating the opposition. Hendricken, Mount St. Charles assistant coach, congratulating his counterparts and the team members for the Hendricken Hawks. We will be back to wrap it up for you and announce the game and series most valuable players in just a moment. Again, the final score, Mount St. Charles 5, Bishop Hendricken 1.
There's a job to be done. Tech grads in America.
Mount St. Charles on the ice right now receiving some of their championship booty, and we've got some MVPs to announce too. John, it disappoints me to have to say someone lost to this contest.
Well, I don't think anybody lost. We have a runner-up, certainly, in Bishop Hendricken. It was just a great series from start to finish. Somehow you got the feeling, the way the Mount played so very well in the first period, they were going to win number 11 today.
Yeah, in the second period, they got a couple of breaks, a couple of penalties that Hendricken forced upon itself, really, but Mount took advantage of them.
As we look at the Mount St. Charles players receiving their medals, their championship medals, there's Tom Coccoli. Brendan Whitted, number 4, comes up. It's got to be just such a tremendous disappointment for Hendricken. They were thrilled to be still playing it after 4 games, and today a 5th game. Rick Bozier was very loose before the game. He was confident, but Mount St. Charles finally played the first period of hockey that they had been wanting to play all series, except for maybe game 2 when they won that one 5-0.
I think importantly, too, it was a great show for the fans to see. The first 4 games played here at Meehan Auditorium. The place doesn't hold that many people. Tickets were hard to get, and today being on television, these kids had a chance to showcase their talents, and I think everybody's going to walk away from this one impressed.
Well, you know, I think about the seniors on Hendricken like Robbie Gaudreau and Bobby Kramer, Mark McGeough, who came so close last year as juniors, back this year, one more try, and to come oh so close again. But it's the mystique. They talk of the mystique of Woonsocket. It's got to be.
It's also good fortune. You have to have the bounces. You have to have a couple of breaks. And today it didn't go Hendricken's way. It did go Mount St. Charles' way. Yeah, you worked hard and you practice hard. Practices that start back in early October, actually. And the kids skate and skate and skate. And I know what Bill Belisle demands of his team. I'm sure Rick Bozier demands the same thing. Early morning, 6:30, they're in the rink. And the fun part is the game.
Well, both teams have some very talented players back. Both teams have lost some key seniors, but Mount St. Charles especially, they're loaded with juniors. Derek Chevette, for one, is a junior. He'll be back. Rodolfi is back next year. Keith P. Carney is back. Whitted is back on defense. Mount's going to be loaded again next year, as they always are. Chris Omicelli, the fine second-line center for Hendricken, is only a sophomore. Caccini, the defenseman, is a freshman. I'll tell you, we'll probably be here 1 year from now with another championship series between these two teams. Don't tell LaSalle coach Tom Sheehan I said that, though.
Okay, I won't. I think he already knows. What we'll do now is take a short break. We are trying to get head coach Bill Belisle from Mount St. Charles. There's the head coach, Bill Belisle, going off with his team off the ice. John, we had an interesting situation with the most valuable player. Not 1 this time around, but 2.
They've given the goaltenders the credit they deserve in this series. Co-winners, Dave Berard, there he is, number 20, who wears the glasses, and Pat Setta for Mount St. Charles, the 2 netminders who they both played brilliantly, and especially Berard because he was called upon more often than Setta, but they were both terrific, and they are co-winners of the MVP award.
We have a chance now to go down to the ice, and Rich DeSimone, who's got a special guest down there, the assistant coach and son of the head coach, Dave Belisle, is with Rich. Go ahead, Rich.
David Belisle, 11 straight championships. They're all special, I know. Is this one especially gratifying because it went 5 games and you worked so hard?
Well, it's the hardest of them all. They're all gratifying, but this one's special because it was so hard fought, and there's really no losers in this tournament. So today we really came to play. We played 3 solid periods of hockey and never let up.
I think today, more than any other day, was a day when all the kids around us right now. They're a spirited group, huh?
We love them. They love us, we love them.
Dave, as I was saying, I think more than any other day, today you really played the Mount style of hockey. What did you do differently?
Well, we put 3 periods together. The other 4 games that we played, it seemed like we had 2 good periods and played a bad one, which cost us. But this game, we put 3 solid periods of hard forechecking and back checking together.
Bishop Hendricken, your bitter rival, do you have more respect for them now after this series?
Oh, we've always had great respect, but after this series, the ultimate respect goes out to them and their coaching staff and all their players.
Dave Belisle, congratulations to your dad as well. 11 straight championships. It is amazing. Back up to Rick and John.
Well, that does it for the big season here. 5-1. Mount St. Charles victorious this afternoon. John, you've seen most of this series. I missed a couple of the early games. What were your thoughts, Don? You just heard Dave Belisle say that Mount put 3 good periods together. They did.
That's right, and that's what we said at the outset would be a key. Mount St. Charles had to come out and play a good first period. They had to take charge right away. They didn't want to be playing catch-up in the 3rd period like they did in games 3 and 4. And the Mounties came out flying. They dominated the first period. They dominated 3 periods. The shots on goal indicate that. Berard was busy again, and the more busy compared to Pat Setta. There's Pat Setta down there now, and great goaltending. It was just a tremendous championship series.
Well, Derek Chevette had 2 goals today, but the most valuable players out of the series, the 2 goaltenders, Pat Setta and Dave Berard. Once again, 5-1, Mount St. Charles with its 11th consecutive Met A state championship. Hope you enjoyed it, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Have a good afternoon.
Schoolboy Hockey Final is brought to you by Fleet Bank. Stay out in front with Fleet. Team Rizzo, Rizzo Ford, Mineral Spring Avenue, North Providence. And by New England Tech. Be a New England Tech graduate or compete with one.